Poke Slop is killing Marvel Rivals. And of course, when I say killing, I don't mean the game is dead. I don't mean the game is dying. The game is probably still as popular as it usually is. Maybe not as it once was, but the game is still pretty much one of the most popular games out right now. However, there is a clear, it's like how triple support is a clear problem. Poke is starting to become one of those like clear issues with the game, especially with the introduction of Elsa Bloodstone. What's going on YouTube? Jemias here, and today we're going to be talking about why Poke has become a real issue in this game, a real thing that Marvel Rivals need to address, in my opinion, for the future health of like this game and the continuation of it. Feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed the video. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and let's begin. It's a simple problem that doesn't have an easy fix. Poke characters are just too strong, they're too unbalanced. They've been running the meta for a while, pretty much since the game has dropped. I probably don't need to explain this to you, you probably know how this works, but usually how these hero shooters goes, dive counters poke, poke counters brawl, brawl counters dive, rinse and repeat. The problem is the poke characters are so overtuned and so strong in this game that like you can't really dive them. You can, but like if the poke characters are like decent, they know what they're doing, they can counter that with their kits, which is a problem. Hence the term Poke Slop. If you're a new community, you probably don't know what this means. Basically, there's a bunch of poke characters in this game who are way overtuned. So it becomes poke versus poke, and then it's Poke Slop. It's just who can out poke each other better, who gets better support ults. That's essentially what the game is like boiling down to. Dive comps are like, you know, they're still good enough just because of how like dive characters are, but Brawl is useless in this game. I've said it before. Brawl is, you are better off not running Brawl in this game. You can just run Poke to counter the dive rather than Brawl. A real issue in this game is that every Poke character has some sort of CC, some sort of stun, some sort of movement ability to get away. Which, yeah, in theory, you want those characters to have that so they're not completely free to dive, but these abilities are too overtuned in my opinion. For example, Hela. Hela having a stun and the bird, that's just ridiculous. She's already one of the most powerful characters in the game. And then she has basically two forms like get out, you know, save herself. Same thing with Phoenix. She recently got nerfed, but she only dropped her health by 25, which does matter. I'm not saying it doesn't, but she still has the like dash to get out. She has her flight, where she can just fly away if you're about to kill her, get back to her healers, tap you to death. This combined with triple support slot, which have both been meta for a while now, at least since the game has started, has really been the detriment of this game and really had the game not being where it should be, in my opinion. Because it could definitely be at higher heights, but it's being held back by the meta. Also, Bloodstone being another powerful poke character with a bunch of CC, especially her ult. We'll talk about Elsa Bloodstone maybe another day. Currently, Poke is by far the strongest thing in the game. It's not even close. If you want to, getting to the top ranks, or I'm going to GM too, but getting to like the top ranks is really just a poke versus poke off. Who's running the better poke characters? What poke character doesn't get banned that you can run it and run the lobby? And then even the brawl character like Elsa Bloodstone, she's not true poke because she has really bad damage fall off, but she's poke enough. She's like poke brawl. You know, same way with Bucky. Bucky is like mid-range poke slash brawl. Those characters are really powerful in the meta right now. It's like even there's no true brawl. True brawl isn't powerful. True dive isn't powerful. It's really just poke and then the other variations of said poke. You know, season 6.5, they've been okay. I won't say they've been the greatest seasons. They've been okay. But what I think Rivals, especially NetEase, they really need to do is take a step back and just reevaluate the meta and how the meta has been consistently the same no matter the season. I think Dive's really only been meta for like one season. That was like season 2.5. It was one of those seasons where like Dive was really powerful. It's when like Iron Fist was running lobbies, he was with auto ban. Outside of that, Poke has been like the meta since the game has dropped. Hela has been nearly the same character. I don't think Hawkeye's even been touched since the game dropped. If it is minimum like changes. Those characters have been really powerful since the game dropped, and they have just never not been good. And I don't think Rivals rotates the meta enough. Even with their most recent patch notes, they didn't really do anything. And it's like, I don't know, maybe they're like scared. Maybe they don't want to change up stuff too much. I don't know. But they don't really like change things up. Like I think like the biggest Phoenix nerf was that she got 25 less HP, which yes, that does matter. She does blow up quite easily now compared to before. But they don't really like touch these characters. They don't move these characters for real. And the nerf they do, the nerfs that they do decide to do are not much. They don't really like change much, and the meta is still consistently the same season in and season out. Feel free to let me know what you think down below. What are your opinions? What are your opinions on the Rivals meta, just Rivals in general? Thank you for watching the video. I'm Jemias, and until next time, peace.